It's not necessarily better, but Chewbacca, don't piss me off, dude. I know you're trolling. Path of Exile is in the same genre, okay? Path of Exile is in the same genre as Diablo, which is action RPG, ARPG. PoE 2 is the sequel to PoE 1, so it's in the same genre as Diablo, yes. Cool, we win. Me too, but instead I'm unemployed. It's a sequel, that's the difference. Or you mean between Diablo? I could talk to you for hours about the difference between it and Diablo. I've played Minecraft Dungeons in an arcade before, which is pretty fun. So, Diablo 2 was apparently the best one. I haven't played it. Path of Exile. Okay, in Diablo 4, which released recently. Let me see, hold on. I'm getting images for you. Doing screenshots. PoE 1 might be my favorite game of all time. This is an example of a skill. Dude, one day. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1. Oh. No, not that. That is PoE though. This is what a skill looks like in Diablo 4. Okay. On their skill tree. So, you've got Firebolt, and then you can see that they're behind it. There's there's like an upgrade to it, and then there's 2 upgrades off of that. And that's it for Firebolt. In PoE, instead of having dedicated skills on your, like a skill tree for your skills, instead they use we're called support gems. They're linked together where they are generic. So for example, there's a support gem that's called multiple projectiles. And when you use that with Fireball, instead of shooting out 1 fireball, you shoot out 3 fireballs. But you could also use it with an arrow attack and shoot out 3 arrows. But you could also use it with a melee attack that just happens to make a little projectile too. Like, you can use it with anything that has a projectile at all. Okay. So the combinatorics go crazy. Right? So most of the boosts are good. Dathos, have you looked at the Path of Exile skill tree before? The skills are not contained in the tree. The skill tree in PoE, 100% of the skills on the Path of Exile skill tree are passive. Okay, when I warn you, I'm gonna need you to look away from the stream because I do not want to spoil it for you. Okay, I have to go and get an image of it though. Not being spoiled by this would be a very nice moment for you. Because there's nothing like this. I drag this Kangaskhan. What is happening? You will access the skill tree within the first 5 minutes playing the game. Maybe it'll take you 7 or 8 minutes. Whatever. Dude, why is my computer lagging? I will probably be starting Monk, but I've played like every class in PoE 1 before. Why is my computer lagging? The audio is going fine. What is taking up all the memory? OBS? Oh my god. You seen this, guys? What is going on? Should I just close all these tabs? You think closing a bunch of tabs will help? It didn't help at all. I got the attack off. Clicking blindly. Oh, I wish it played at this speed normally. Hey, Jolteon can KO Charizard if we get Greninja out. No. I'm trying to get the image. It's too high resolution. Okay, Dathos, look away. Okay, look away. I will tell you when you can look back. Hold on. This is the skill tree. Don't look. This is the skill tree. Okay, you can look now. They're all pass. It's a lot easier to understand than you think. They're all passives, for the record. And they're all in little groups. They'll have something. It'll have, oh, this group is block chance. This group is fire damage. So it's actually kind of straightforward, but it is a bit overwhelming when you first see it. I don't know. I'm not sitting here trying to convince you to play it. If you find it interesting, then play it. But I'm not. I'm not trying to convince you to play it. Oh, wait, I got a phone call. Hold on. Let me actually... It's... I don't really know what else to tell you. You said you're going to stay for Pocket and then leave me open, but not watch. That's fine. If you watch and you look what you see, I'll do it. The PoE 2 is a lot more towards Dark Souls than PoE 1. They're trying to make the bosses harder. There's like dodge roll and stuff. Slow the pace down a little bit. My character, I had a character a year ago in Path of Exile that would shoot a bow. Okay. And I would shoot 7 arrows at once. Okay, 7. And then, they didn't attack. They don't want the free KO. Weird. Oh. I would shoot 7 arrows. And if I had a curse that would go on an individual guy. This character was for killing bosses. Okay, I'd put the curse on the boss. When I hit the boss, okay, each of the arrows would chain. Basically, it would hit the boss and it would bounce to something else, okay? Very weird for my opponent to not just take the KO on stuff here. It would change, so it changes the sub-minions. I also, my character had the ability, yeah, Ricochet. It also had, it's called Chain in the game, but it was Ricochet. I also had some stuff that said, okay, your ricochets can happen on walls. So I would hit the boss with 7 arrows, and then the arrows would all hit, and then even if he didn't have any minions, they hit the wall, and it was like 30% chance they'd bounce back at him. And I summoned Ballista that did the skill. And I would have like 5 of them. So there would literally be like 200 plus projectiles on the screen. And that's the kind of shit you can do in Diablo, or in Path of Exile. I would say you do need to think a little more than Diablo. I wish I was not congested and sniffling and coughing because I would go off, but, this is the first time I've attacked with Jolteon in like a month. Really? Some other characters I've done an ability called Blade Vortex. Literally, you summon blades around you, and as you level up the skill and you buff up the skill, the circle gets bigger. I used a support skill, like I mentioned before, with multiple projectiles. A support skill, increased area of effect, you know? Stuff like that. And every time the blades hit something, they poison them. And that was pretty sick. You cannot unlock the whole skill tree. Also, the skill tree is shared between all the classes. The only thing that changes with your class is where you start on the skill tree. Excuse me, and your subclasses that you have access to. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing that changes. It's not free, but you can do it. What else? Oh. So I'll get to that question in a second. So I said I'm probably gonna play Monk, and if you look at it, he's like using a staff and stuff. Okay. In Path of Exile, every character can use every weapon and every skill. I can be a monk that shoots a crossbow. I can be a monk that casts spells with a wand. I can be a monk that uses a giant two-handed hammer or a sword and shield. Some of the subclasses will lean you towards archetypes. For example, if you look on... I didn't send you the detailed breakdown of subclasses, but there's a Deadeye one, which you clearly focused on using a bow, right? But it doesn't say, oh, your arrows do more damage the farther away the target is. It doesn't say that. It says your projectile. So you can cast spells. You don't have to shoot a bow. I'm gonna do one more with this deck, Kiwi. The Path of Exile does have seasonal things, and I do recommend playing them. Where it'll have a season, it's like an economy reset. You have your character. After the season ends, it'll go to what's called Standard, where you can still play them. No, I have not. But any of the stuff that you do is going to any of the new content they add, most of the stuff will be in the new league. The vast majority of players, I would say like 98% or more, play in the leagues. Now, I said economy reset, and that might have you thinking, oh, so in Diablo 4 and Diablo 3, you couldn't really trade stuff. I know Diablo 3 had the auction house and the real money auction house briefly, but they literally scrapped it. In Path of Exile, every single item that's not a quest item is totally tradable and is never bound to your character. So if I have a sick-ass pair of boots and I'm upgrading, I can sell them to someone else. I can give them away. Another thing that I love about the game, a lot of games will have a lot of games will have like goals where you trade between people. Path of Exile does not have gold. Hey, Red X12. So how do you trade with other people? The currency, you get currency things that drop in whatever various means that let you craft your items. Basically taking like a weapon and then adding modifiers onto it, like increased damage, attack speed, all that stuff. The currency that adds that stuff is what you trade. It is very fun. I would agree. So, and the currency, because it is usable currency, it sinks itself. So unlike Diablo, which has hyperinflation of gold price, the Path of Exile currency will, if it becomes so cheap, people will keep using it, and it stabilizes the price, which is really cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing on Saturday. I don't know. I would say it does everything better than Diablo. There's, like, I'm not saying Diablo's bad, but actually I probably should say it's bad. But I feel more unique and empowered to make a different character. If I am playing in the tournament, I'm probably not streaming it. Boss battle is more interactive than spam your attacks and abilities. In PoE 1, so in PoE 2, the bosses are a lot more interactive. I was thinking maybe I should have attached last turn. The bosses are a lot more interactive. In PoE 2. That sucks. But also, you should link your account. It will be free when it's out of early access. To get early access, which is what this timer is for, it costs $30. But they also give you $30 worth of their in-game currency, which you can use for extra stash space and microtransactions to make your abilities look cooler and stuff. I will say that there is absolutely zero way to pay for any power or any progression, no experience boost, nothing like that at all. Which I love. I mean, I just attack with this, right? I've got Dathos on deck, and then I will open up the request queue, and you can enter Kabutops if you want. But yeah. Oh wait, what fuck? Why did I do it this way, you dumbass? I needed to do the 20 to the front guy. I'm too distracted. No, I'm not gonna read it. Well, let me try to find some boss fight gameplay that you guys can watch. I don't want a long, arduous thing. Yeah, that was stupid of me. I threw the game. Let me see what this is. This is a boss fight, takes 4 minutes. I don't know that I can actually post this video. This guy is never dodge rolling. Let me see if I can find something more exciting. You're both Kabutops. You got a duel for it. Okay, hey, Kiwi, thanks for submitting the deck. I'm going to do this new deck by Dathos, which I'm going to name Dathos Garbage. I'm going to open up the Redemption again. You can. You have to use channel points, but the channel point reward for upgrading to Shiny is there. You'll notice that Chewbacca is a Shiny Squirtle. No, get out of here. Back here. He's a Shiny Squirtle, and he has the Squirrel Squad shades. Okay, deck request is open. Yes, your shiny does get removed. Does your get removed out? A Sligy? What did you have? Oh yeah, you had shiny Roserade. I don't know what the chances are getting shiny are. Maybe I'll give it back to you. I'll consider giving it back to you. I need to figure out what the chance of that happening is. Because if it's like, you know, if it's pretty common, then I'm going to be like, whatever. But if it's like really rare, like if it's 1 in 100, you're definitely getting it back. This is... Dathos Garbage. Yeah, the good thing is that what you think doesn't matter. Because I'm God in this space. Oh, I use an app called Stream Avatars, and I have to get I have like a mod extensions for to get the Pokemon. I think that deck was all right. It had 12 Pokemon in it, which is a lot.